Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Crazy Music Geek. Decided to wear a soldier helmet today because change it up a little bit. This isn't my normal look though. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing a video about my box sets. Basically, it's gonna be from smaller size to largest. I have a few box sets. The first two I'm gonna show probably people won't count as box sets, mainly because they're really small. But gonna start out the video with Timeless Classic Albums, Dave Brubeck Quartet. I really only bought this for the Time Out CD, but I do like everything else from what I've heard. I think these are made only in England. I've only seen these in half-price books, which is where I bought this. So, Dave Brubeck Quartet, 5 classic albums, or timeless albums. Then, original album classics, Lou Reed. This is the second half of Lou Reed's career. He did come out with a newer, bigger box set, which I am a little bit interested in. Basically, this has everything from Rock and Roll Animal up to Growing Up in Public. It does not have Lou Reed Live, but I bought the CD extra from that. Alright, now if you don't consider those real box sets, now we're getting a little bit into the normal box set territory. The Doors, a collection. These are the 2007 remasters. They sound pretty good though. Love Me, The Doors. Love the Doors. Then we got one of the first ones I bought, the Ramones. It's the first 6 albums. This and the Doors kind of have this like paper sleeve kind of quality, kind of like a record almost, but yeah. Then we got Black Sabbath. This is the Ozzy years, 1970 to 1978. Excuse me. Yeah, it's basically got all the Ozzy stuff that he made when he was with them originally. And then this was a pretty recent pickup. I think I got this in December. The Monkees, this is all of the albums that they did in their original run before they got back together in the 80s and 90s and currently. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite box sets. It's got a lot of nice stuff. It also has a bonus disc of cool material, so if you want like a complete discography of the Monkees kind of box set, this is the kind to get. Alright, now this doesn't have as many albums in it, but it's larger. Queen, this is volume 1. First 5 albums. Queen kind of did this series where they released all the discography in volumes. I only have volume 1. I'll probably get the others eventually. This was one of the first box sets I bought. Yes, this is 1969 to 1987. It's basically got everything from the Yes debut to Big Generator. Yeah. And then from that we go to the Beatles in mono. It's actually the only Beatles box set that I have kind of like this kind of setting. I do have another one that I will show. But yeah, Beatles in mono. This one, it's not really expensive. It's kind of out of print because newer remasters have come out. Led Zeppelin remasters. I actually got this as a gift. And yeah. It's like a expanded greatest hits collection. Although they do miss stuff like When the Levee Breaks. It's not on here. Alright, and then from that we got Pink Floyd's Discovery. This was the first box set I ever bought. I don't listen to Pink Floyd that often, but I'm glad that I have everything so that when I want to listen to Pink Floyd, I got them all here. This basically is the first 14 albums. They did make The Endless River, I want to say a few years after this came out. I have not listened to that, and I don't really have much of an interest picking it up. Unless somebody convinces me otherwise. But, yeah. And then now we're kind of getting into the larger box sets. Bob Dylan, the Complete Columbia Albums Volume 1. Ooh. This was made in 2012. So basically it's got the debut Bob Dylan album all the way to Tempest, which was the newest album at the time of the release. Since this album has came out, he's released a few albums of jazz standards. Good box set. Even though I don't really listen to Bob Dylan as much as I used to. Now I'm gonna go with this one. The John Lennon signature box set. Pretty big box. It's got a lot of cool stuff. It's got all of his albums in here, and even like some of the deeper cuts. They've made it on here on a separate disc, so it's all cool. All right, and then holy goodness, this one's pretty heavy. Sgt Pepper box set. This came out in 2017, 50th anniversary. Beautiful box set. I love the contents in it. It's just amazing. And then I wanted to save my favorite box set for last. The Elvis Presley RCA albums collection. Great freaking box set. If you love Elvis, this is like the one-stop shop to get into Elvis. This has everything that you ever need. You don't need to buy any greatest hits after you've bought this. In fact, I actually sold a lot of my Elvis after I bought this because, well, this has everything. Even if some albums are not on, even if some songs are not on certain albums, they're in here as bonus tracks. You got everything. It's such a great box set. If you want to get into Elvis, I'd say stream a little bit of the greatest hits, and then once you've heard enough and you've decided you liked it, go for this. This is an amazing box set. But that's it. This is the Crazy Music Geek signing off. I have arrived, and now I have departed.